Hi everyone, it's time for another What's New Wednesday. I'm Ann behind the camera and we're looking at Julie Madlin, the head of the museum here. So what's new today, Julie?
Well, this is pretty exciting. So we have a painting that has been donated to the museum and you absolutely have to see it. It is amazing.
Ooh.
Yes, this is a painting that Valerie Patterson did for us. And it is absolutely amazing. Really, the camera doesn't capture it. We've posted a couple things on Facebook, and you really have to see it to really see all of the detail in the painting.
I think you're right. People need to see this for themselves. This is an original piece of art.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how it came to be, Julie.
So Valerie had come to some of our programs. She's a museum member. And I learned that she was an artist, and I kind of stalked her on Facebook to see her art, and I was just blown away by it. And I asked her if maybe she might consider doing something for us, and this is what she did.
Wow.
I was absolutely stunned. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It really is. So I think you were telling me before that this is actually inspired by a photograph.
Yes. So Valerie did a series of these where she lived before in Saranac, and she likes to use old photographs and then interweave modern day people into the photographs.
Oh, that's clever.
Yes. So, but I've had people say, "Oh, it's digital." So some people have thought, "Oh, this is just a digital photograph and she put herself in it." This is actually Valerie and her dog here.
Nice.
That's actually not true. That's not what she did. And the really cool thing about this, I'm going to plug the museum here for a minute, is that she's holding a cell phone and it has our logo on it.
Oh, we got to get a close-up of that.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I mean, this is the amount of detail that she puts into her painting. So,
Ogdensburg History Museum.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really cool. And the dog is super cute, too. You know, I love dogs.
That's Valerie, and that's her dog.
Yes.
That's adorable.
Yes. So I want to show you the original photo that she used for her inspiration. So she did not just take this photo and, print it out and put herself in it. That's not what she did at all. All of this is hand painted using watercolors.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
It is. So we've got the original photo and we can see the watercolor rendition of it.
Yes.
And now she made some changes to it. You were telling me about that earlier.
Right. So this was originally a postcard. The photo was shot by a guy named Dwight Church. And Dwight Church was a well-known photographer who went around to different communities in the North Country. He was based out of Canton, and he would take these photos. He made postcards out of them, and they were actually really popular. So this was probably taken, I always hesitate, the car people are going to correct me on this, I already know. This was probably taken in the 1950s. Car people can correct me.
Okay, I've got a close-up of that car on the right there, so maybe the car person expert can write in.
Yes, please do, because I'm not great with cars. Let's just put it that way. So the really cool thing about this, Valerie used artistic license here. So one thing is she wasn't crazy about this traffic cop.
Traffic cop, wow.
Yeah, can you imagine a traffic cop in Ogdensburg? It's kind of neat, right?
That is neat, because this was called the what?
The busy corner.
The busy corner.
The busy corner. So this is the corner of Ford Street and State Street. The Sperling building is actually still standing there. And the buildings at the other end, the Woolworth building is still standing. That's actually where the museum is located.
In the Woolworth building.
Yep.
Nice.
Right. This really tall building would have been the Frank building. It was a department store. Not standing, unfortunately.
Oh.
But as you can see, she did take out the traffic cop. So here's the lady with the baby carriage. So she's in there. But the cop should be right about here.
Yep.
and he is not there.
Well, compositionally, it probably makes sense to have Valerie and her dog,
Yes.
you know, occupying that space.
Yes, I'll tell you a little secret. I like the dog there. That's really cute.
I like the dog there too. And I love how he's looking directly at the viewer,
Yes.
which kind of brings you right into the picture, along with Valerie standing there,
Yes.
trying to get her bearings and find the Ogdensburg History Museum.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that too. Just standing in there, she is pointing her phone, looking for us.
Yes.
Which I think is pretty cool.
And
pretty cool.
You know what's so cool is the number of people that you see going down the street, shopping, and they're dressed to
Yes.
shop as well. The
Yes.
high heels and the coats, and it really was a busy place in its day, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, and absolutely, and you know, I remember going into Sperling's as a young person. That business was still there. Mm-hmm. I think I bought my first stereo there, actually.
Oh, wow.
Which actually I still have.
Nice. Rena Goldberg, if you're listening, how's that?
We won't talk about how old or how many years ago that was. I was in college at the time. But I remember going into Sperling's. My parents would go in there and buy furniture. So I have really fond memories of going into Sperling's. I do remember going into the Triangle Shoes. That was a big deal. Some of the other stores, I don't remember. I've heard of them. But I bet some of our older members would remember going into some of these stores. So it's a great walk down memory lane.
It sure is.
You know, and our plans for this are to make prints
Ooh.
that will be available here at the museum.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you'd love to have something like this in your own house soon, perhaps you'll be able to.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would be terrific.
So if you know anybody that really likes history and, you know, they would really, I think, really enjoy this. But you really have to come down to the museum to see it.
You do.
You really do.
You
There's
can-
so much detail in here, and it's just amazing that she was able to do that with watercolors.
I think it is too. And I think it's so terrific that we have this on display and people can take that walk down memory lane if they want to. And we have some other historic photos on display too, right, Julie?
We do. And we have our our unveiling actually is coming up on April 30th.
Nice.
So we have a nice talk with David Martin coming in at 6 p.m. to talk about the Horwood stained glass, because one of our new exhibits is Horwood stained glass.
Yes.
And then the unveiling, actually, the ceremony starts at 7. So hopefully we'll see some of you there.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. And today we have a talk by Jim Reagan about Fort Oswegatchie and the American Revolution. That's starting at 1 o'clock.
Very nice.
So I hope I'm going to see some of you there. Pass the word along.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so it sounds like we've got plenty of material for future What's New Wednesdays.
We do. We do. Lots of new stuff coming in.
Well, thank you for giving us this feature on Valerie Patterson's painting of old downtown Ogdensburg. That was terrific.
Yes. Thanks so much. See everybody later.
Thanks, Julie.
Bye.
Bye.